Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon White 2 Extreme Randomizer Nuzlocke. In the previous episode, we took on the 7th gym here in Overlooked City, and we had a little bit of a struggle, not necessarily with the gym leader, but prior to the gym. As you can see, we did have a change on our layout. Unfortunately, we did lose someone in the previous episode, but the good thing about us finally beating Drayden is that now we have a level checkpoint for us to where we can level up our mons to at least level 58, and that will do us some justice. So as you can see, like I said, there is a change to the layout, and I'm going to go through why I made my options in the PC box. So I don't believe anybody learned any new moves between me rare candying everybody up. Just make sure I'm correct about that statement. Yes. So nobody learned a new move, which is fine with me. But I was going through my options here in the PC box. I haven't necessarily went and got the stones for these mons, and I didn't PK Hex the Golbat, so I can make her friendship maxed. I didn't do any of that just yet, mainly because we have a lot of stuff in the box, and it just doesn't, like, don't get me wrong, I will definitely, before the Elite Four, get these mons here evolved and whatnot, just so I can make sure that I have the necessary stuff, I guess, going into the Elite Four. But the mons I could level up to evolve, we knew Gardevoir here was going to turn out to be a normal type. The reason why I didn't go with this right away was because normal type isn't super effective against anything, and with it having a weakness against fighting and it being a Gardevoir, one physical fighting type move, as you know from the previous episode, will be enough to kill Gardevoir. So we really don't want to mess around with that. So it kind of sucks. Because I think this moveset that it has is actually really, really good, especially Tail Glow Ring Out, and then having Flash Cannon for rock types, which normal types wouldn't be able to really hit easily. So there was that. Then we have RJ here, which actually is pretty cracked. I like his typing. I also like his moveset with Dragon Dance, Outrage, Shadow Sneak, and Dig. The main reason why I didn't want to add him is that we would have had a third ghost type to our team if that was the case, because Musharna and Reshiram are both part ghost in this game. So I ultimately didn't go again. I ultimately went against these two. Even though Ground Ghost would have been a pretty cool typing to have, I just figure let's save this for another time. Maybe if we get wiped out at some point, we have options. But what I decided to go with was actually the Salamence here. So if you remember, we caught a Bagon, I don't know how many episodes ago, but we caught a Bagon, and with us having the luxury of the heart skills, we can actually see what their level up learn set is for each individual mon prior to us rare candying him up. So that's what I did with our Salamence here, and that's why he's got Icicle Crash, Ice Shard, Bolt Strike, and Octazooka. And he has also got the Battle Armor ability, which I thought that was like the best ability that we got from the mons that we leveled up. Overgrow really doesn't do anything for Lanoon, and I don't recall what yours was. White Smoke? White Smoke was good. But again, Gardevoir is just so fragile that if I get hit by one fighting type move, I die, basically. So, the really only, I guess, you could say issue I have with Salamence here is that it is a timid nature, which means his attack, or her attack, unfortunately, is lowered. But I guess to sort of compensate for that, we do have Battle Armor. And Battle Armor is actually a really good ability because, as you can see, we're protected against critical hits. I know this now means that I have a third pseudo on my team, but to be honest, it was either going to be Salamence or the Arceus. I didn't even check what Arceus level up learn set was off screen. I probably should have done that, but I kind of want to save him for like the very, very end when we go and fight the Elite Four, just because I know a lot of stuff can happen between where we are now and the Elite Four, because there's a lot of story-based stuff that's going to happen. Which I'm trying to wonder to myself, because I'm recording this video the day after I recorded the previous episode, so I'm still pretty much bulking ahead. I don't know if I'm going to end up recording the rest of the series today. It would be a lot of videos, is basically what I'm trying to get at, and if I get wiped, then that's more than likely not going to happen. But I guess if I can get to... maybe if I can get myself to the Team Plasma event in the Giant Chasm, I think I'll be okay there. Like, if that's where I reach today, I don't know how many videos that's going to take, so that's why I'm kind of, like, unsure about where I want to leave myself off at. I'm just curious to know how they got their boat to fly. It's like an airship now. I mean, could you imagine if airships were like a common form of travel instead of planes? I mean, planes still have their efficiency, right? Because they're much quicker than what this would be, but still, it's like, imagine an airship where it's like it could be both a boat and a plane at the same time. I don't know. It's just me. Also, I was gonna say, this is my first time actually seeing this stuff in this form of Opaloosa City, because in Black and Black 2, Opaloosa City has like a more futuristic tone, whereas in White and White 2, it looks more old school. So I can't. It feels weird looking at it this way, because it looks very, very different. So I'm curious, actually, if I manage to find a Kyurem, would it be smart for me to fuse? Would it be smart for me to fuse my Reshiram and Kyurem together? Because I would get the stats of White Kyurem, but I would also probably get a completely different typing. So, I don't know. It's an interesting trade-off. It is a very interesting trade-off, to say the least. Alright, I'm gonna... Oh, I did not heal at all. Hold up. We need to make sure we beat this battle and go back and heal. Really? You got static? You couldn't have had a more annoying ability if you tried. Alright, Trotagon. You know what? Let's get our Salamence in here. I would say for the first little bit, probably leading up to the gym, to be honest, we should be relatively like high leveled compared to what we fight against. There is the issue. Oh, of course, you happen to have a fire type move, and you get the burn. Must be nice having static pop plus burn. What do you have? You have Mud Bomb, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna send in remedies for this. Because that Fire Punch did a lot of damage. Yeah. That wasn't even the reason why I was switching in remedies here. I keep forgetting this thing has Flash Fire. But I'm glad we swapped in when we did, because that could have been That could have been dangerous. I mean, Jardigon doesn't have good special attack. At least, from what I remember, it doesn't have good special attack. Maybe it has okay? I don't know. I haven't used a Jardigon in so long that I couldn't be able to tell anybody. Which is one of the reasons why I'm trying to like stay into the realm of these Gen 5, Gen 6, and Gen 7 games. When it comes to series coming up, that kind of dictates a little bit of a spoiler as to what I plan to do next. Even after Legends Arceus. Like, I want to stick in like Gen 6 and potentially Gen 7 just because I feel like it would be so much fun playing those games as randomizers. Alright, so I know there was that guy. Now there's you. Oh, I know where the last one is. They're probably in the same general area, it's just slightly different with the architecture, the build-up. So I'm always curious to know, like, if you set the randomized setting to where you have everything evolve after level 40. Since you're getting rid of a decent amount of the Mons because they're like not main stage, like basically like their first and second. So you got your first form, and then you got your middle Evo. If that increase, I mean, it obviously does increase the rate of you running into legendaries, but I wonder how much that increases it by. Because, like, I remember back to when we were fighting Roxy at the very beginning of the series, and she had a Dialga and a Giratina in her gym, and that was with, you know, the possibility of any Pokemon popping out. Like, now, we probably cut the dex, I wouldn't say in half, we probably cut it down to, like, a third. Like, we probably cut out a third of the Mons in the game, but then again, actually... Because what we'll only see fully evolved Mons, like basic Mons, like Lapras. Jardigon is a good example too. And what else? Legendaries. Fully evolved, basic forms, and then legendaries are the only things that we're going to be able to run into from this point forward. At least in battle. In the wild, it's fair game. Oh. Oh! Speaking of Kyurem fusions, please don't. He might be a rock type. Please don't. He's also still gonna outspeed me now because he rock polished. Oh, that's super effective. We might just kill him here. Yeah, I ain't even worried about nothing. Come on now. Come on now. What do I look like? Oh my god, how many legendaries are we gonna run into? Ho-Oh? I mean, I stay in, because I'm pretty sure we know Ho-Oh is fire type, and we have a Moxie boost, so literally doesn't make sense for me to swap out. Makes 0 sense for me to swap out. Alright. Now we have to fight Zinzelin, which this could be potentially dangerous because he's going to have a team of 6, but we also have a team of 6, and I can't think of a better time to have a team that we do. And I just realized, didn't we had a Salamence in our original White Extreme Randomizer, didn't we? I think we did. And in fact, I believe it was like my last Mon that was alive in the Elite Four. I don't know, I have to go back and look at the death montage for that series. It's actually the first death montage that I created. And speaking of death montages, I'm actually in the works of trying to, I guess you could say, catch myself up in them, because I want to make a death montage for like almost every Nuzlocke series that I've done. I think the only one I don't plan on making a death montage for is I think it's Reborn, because okay, that did a lot more than I was anticipating. I think it's Reborn because I remember with Reborn, we played the game a lot, all right? But I remember also losing a bunch of times, and I really don't want to sit there and just constantly, you know, have footage of me getting popped like that. You know, and that being said, you could look at a bunch of like the other series that I plan to do death montages for, but like, there's like a few of them where like the death montage may barely be like 10 to 15 minutes long, but there's other ones that are going to be long, like this one will be a decent length right now. I mean, I can't think of how many mons we lost in this series so far. Probably like 15 or something like that, but like with this one, it's not going to be too much unless we get absolutely destroyed at the end game. That could... Okay. When did I get confused? When the hell did I get confused? That could have been bad, because, you know, I'm +2 attack. I got flattered, didn't I? That's where I got confused. Okay. But yeah, like, I don't want to take footage from, like, Reborn, for example, because that death montage is going to be, one, way too long, and two, it's just going to be dumb trying to get, like, the timestamps and stuff from that. Because, you know, spoiler alert, I did this about almost a week ago now. I was going through my Sword Master Mode live stream series from 2 years ago now. And to get the timestamps for that series, first of all, I don't remember losing as many mons in that series as I actually did, but when I went through and watched, like, I basically almost rewatched the bulk of the series, because, like, the early game of that specific series, I did rather well. It was once I basically beat the game where I had a lot of issues in that I just kept losing things. And that can definitely be seen as the same case as the White Extreme Randomizer, to be honest. I know for sure the Generations Master Mode live stream series, that's going to be our longest death montage ever. Just like, there's no way, because of how many games we played through. How many games we played through, there's no way that series, or that video in its own right, won't be the longest. Like, that video, honestly don't know how long that video is going to be. I could see that it's easily going to be over an hour, but it could probably push 2 hours if I'm being honest, because there's a lot of deaths. I haven't pulled up the spreadsheet, because with that series in particular, it's kind of where I was like, okay, that's where I plan to start making death montages, but it's just, it's gonna be so many. And I kind of thought about splitting it up into like 8 different videos for that one, but I was also like, nah, we'll just do it in one. I think the death montage title is enough for someone to click on it. But I don't know. I don't want to be bold like that and, you know, say, "Oh, everyone's going to click on this video," because, you know, you're not always right. You're not always right. Alright, so with Lance being our highest level, I actually want to give the shine to Gallade, Because, actually, no. You wanna know who I wanna give the shine to? I wanna give it to Reverie. Reverie has, like, been here forever. And, like, between the past couple episodes, that hasn't gotten any sort of, like, action. I think at the end of the last episode, she was our lowest level team member. Superior. So we know he has Drought. We know he is also Water and Flying. I should have actually, you know what? No, it's fine because I can just swap out into Raiden here. But yeah, since you are Water and Flying and you have Drought, your Water type moves are basically nothing. But I have Volt Switch on Raiden now, so will this kill? It honestly, it might. Oh my god, it lived on 1 HP. You know what? No, we're gonna go into Onslaught. I have Ice Shard. I can kill this thing in 1 hit. Oh, I can kill this thing from here, I should say. Should say that I can kill this thing in 1 hit. The one issue with us adding Salamence does mean that we have a humongous rock weakness, but we do have a Metagross on deck for that reason. Because with it being part fighting, it literally can destroy a rock type rather easily. And we also have a lot of coverage in terms of rock types. Okay, Tail Glowing Crustle. I'm interested. I just hope you don't have Power Gem or anything like that. Maybe Aerial Ace will do more. Who knows? Oh, I keep forgetting we have Volt Absorb. That scared me because I was like, that could hurt. Oh, but he still has Rock Slide. That's nice. But that's okay because we eat it up. We eat that shit up. Beedrill? Really? Expect me to be afraid of a Beedrill? Oh, Confuse Ray. Alright. Come on, Reverie. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself. Alright. Or hurt yourself. Whatever. You know what? I'm not gonna be stupid here. I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna heal on the off chance that this fucking Beedrill pulls a fast one on me. Bite? That's exactly why I healed there. That did what? That did 80 points of damage? I think crits are still 2 times damage in this game, so actually him biting me is not good. But he does take Rocky Helmet damage. Okay, that did 70. I can technically live this next hit. Okay. Alright, I got flinched. Lovely. This Beedrill's gonna end up killing itself from Rocky Helmet damage. Like, he's genuinely gonna knock himself out. I flinched again, come on. He doesn't have sheer force. Well, he dies this turn no matter what, so fuck it. Doesn't matter to me. I feel like that also took us a lot longer. I feel like a lot of the battles in this game take us a lot longer just because we, for the most part, don't know what we're fighting. So I feel like that's another reason why I honestly don't know if I see myself. I mean, I don't know. I mean, because like I said, if I get to the point that I was talking about, like I basically beat the entire Team Plasma event. If I basically do that, then I don't I don't necessarily have any issues calling it there, and then tomorrow, with me kind of having a bit of free time, going and finishing the rest of the game, and then probably messing with the, like, just getting all my video stuff prepped then. I don't know, we'll see. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy this episode, make sure you hit that like button down below, it would be greatly appreciated. Next episode, we'll be making our way towards Humalao City, and maybe we'll be taking on the next gym, or we'll get most of the way through the next gym. I don't know, we gotta see. We got to see. But like I said, if you don't want to miss out on that, make sure you hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon, and if you also want to follow my socials, we got my Twitter and my TikTok, both of which are linked in the description below. I'm gonna get out of here. Have yourselves a great day, and deuces.